Now, when you look at what happens to a pot goes through a process. It is taken, it is hardened, whether they do it, put it in the heat or in the sun, or they harden it through fire. So from the Hebrew perspective, that is what imagination is. In other words, whatever comes inside our lives, the information that comes inside of us, it becomes stored such that it becomes hardened. Let me use that. That's why in the New Testament it talks of strongholds. Strongholds are those images that are in us. Those are the strongholds. It could be positive strongholds, beliefs, a positive belief system that comes into our heart lives, that makes us to act in certain ways. Or it becomes negative strongholds that are in us, that have been stored in us, and that makes us to act in certain ways. I think in simple terms that's how that's my understanding of imagination. So many things. Of course, there are so many things that influences us, as you listen to how the psychologist and the sociologist will say. So in other words, how we are brought up influences our socialization. The family that we come from, they've put images inside of us. And those images, either through education or through any other form, they are the ones that shape our behavior, into who we become. How the kind of family that you come from, it has shaped you. What has been spoken to you, God stored inside of you. And amazingly, it can even start in the womb. Information can start in the womb and it will influence you. That's why when a mother, a woman is expectant, it is very, very critical on the kind of environment under which they live. Because that environment, I don't know how God did it, but it gets transmitted to the child, to the unborn child. So some things, you'll have to trace them back to the womb. Some things you trace them to how the society that you come from, the behavior that you come from, there's a way to have a behavior and to have a thing. It is the society that they come from. But it's the socialization processes that influences us. In the city, when we stay in the city, there are influences, there are images that comes into us that makes us to behave in a certain way. Those in the village also, there are certain ways of behaviors that influences them, that shapes their lifestyle. So, in a simple terms, that's what I would tell imagination.
Oh, thank you, sir. So in a nutshell, you say